Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing fine. Since there's not a lot of commented PvP gameplay on YouTube on Armored Warfare currently, I thought I might start a new series, a new PvP series where whenever I have a good battle and I make some good decisions, I can upload the game and talk you guys through some of my decision making in the hopes of making it an educational experience as well as fun to watch, of course. So I just had this banger of a game in the K21 XC-8 tier 10 light tank, where I did 9.5k damage, 4 kills, quite some spotting as well, top of the team. Setup wise, I was using what you see here, so slightly more AP, Aaron O'Connell with the camouflage setup. It's pretty much one of the best light tank commanders in my experience. And then few range, camo, and reload, of course. So, without further ado, let's dive into the replay whenever it wants to load. There. So as you can see, it's Al-Dabbah. I think it's the newest PvP map. And I know because it's new, some people actually struggle a lot to do well on this map. It's not a very forgiving map, I must say. It's rather open, and if you make a dumb push, you're probably gonna get spotted and sniped by TDs and camping MBTs and everything. So as we can see, it's a full tier 10 matchup. A lot of MBTs and a few light tanks on both teams. As a K21, it's really the PO1s are gonna be the most dangerous for you, especially because they have a sniper as well. Because the moment a K21 gets designated, it's gonna have a really bad time. So that's always something to watch out for while playing the K21. So how is the K21 different from the PL1? Well, the main difference, I guess, is the PL1's got a 6-round magazine, whilst the K21 only gets a 4-round. The only difference is that the K21 gets auto-reloaded. So that means whenever you fire one shell, the next shell automatically starts loading, whilst the PL1 is clip-based, so you need to reload the whole clip. So what that means practically is that you have less clip potential, so you're not really gonna be clipping full HP targets. But the nice thing is that you're actually always gonna have at least one shot ready, because the reload for one shot is only like 4 seconds. So it's quite a bit faster as well on the PL1. So what I do now is I'm actually going into the corner, or at least almost corner of the map. I stopped a little bit there to see if I had a shot on the type, but I didn't, so I just keep on driving. So as you can see, my camo is very good on this thing. I've got it pretty much maxed out module wise, and with Aaron as well, you're gonna get a lot of camo. So I'm not really afraid here. I don't expect the PL1s to be pushing here, and like an MBT that's gonna be driving here, you're always gonna spot. And I see my Type 99A is pushing up, but I'm thinking I want to get into the middle on the little hill there, because there's usually going to be things that are going to get spotted, and then I can actually shoot it. Also, a lot of the enemies are in the middle, so I was kind of thinking maybe I can get a shot on the middle as well.
Identify target.
Looking at the Type 99A, but don't really get a good shot there. With an Object 195 pushing up as well. So what I'm thinking now is Okay, Leclerc's behind cover. Maybe I can push up into the ditch below the rocks there and get side shots on those MBTs to the left there. But then suddenly a wild Leclerc reappears. So I have to smoke up, because otherwise, like I said, if this thing gets spotted, you're always gonna get penned. Like, it has no armor whatsoever. And there I spot the 195 on the hill. So lower plate shot and smoke right away so I don't get spotted. 2, and I think I can try for 3, but I don't connect the third one. And now already my clip's already reloading, so that's the nice thing about this not being a PL1. 195 on the lower plate. And the Leclerc T4. Still getting used to this camera thing. Side of the turret, always an easy shot. There, side of the turret again, but with heat this time. The reason I actually started shooting heat is because I knew I was gonna need the AP for the 490. And the Leclerc is actually a pretty easy pen with heat if you aim well enough. Lower plate is pretty much always guaranteed pen. So here I'm already up to 5k damage. And I still haven't received a single shot myself. I'm trying to spot that 490 that drove down there, but somehow I couldn't see him, even with the binos. And there it's actually the Leclerc T4 that spots the 490. So there you see, like, one of the most armored MBTs in the game, also has one of the best camo ratings for some reason. Balance reasons, I guess. And here you see like how insanely strong the armor is, because lower plate is pretty much a non-pen. As you can see, it's like red and yellow. That was a bad shot. As I said, I was already starting to run low on ammunition, so I didn't want to waste it. A one-shot challenger is always a good opportunity. Yeah, as you can see, like, there I had a little bit of green, so I shot, but of course it was moving, so you don't hit it.
Identify target.
Yeah, at that angle there's nothing I can pen on that 490. Not on this range anyway.
Identify target.
So I'm thinking, well, at least I can try and make his life difficult. But then again, he's got E-array on the sides as well, so you have to hit it at least twice to do damage. There I knocked down both tracks, but the thing is, he blind fired me with HE. And this thing doesn't have armor, so as you can see, I took like almost 800 damage. Knocked out like half of my modules. And here I'm just chipping him down with heat MP, because I know there's nothing I can do to pen it. It's actually my, I think it's my 195 that's shooting him there. And the Leclerc got him. So now I'm thinking maybe help my 195 against the type. He's actually a one-shot, so pushing in like the 195 is doing is a little bit risky. So here comes a 200 IQ play. I smoke up because I know he's getting spotted by the Type 99 behind me. And I blind fire the last shot. So now I'm thinking, Leclerc, I kind of trust my camo to be good enough to be able to spot him here. Like, he's perfectly hold down there, so there's nothing I can do.
Identify target.
So here you can see it's a very narrow shot. That's not something I'm gonna pen with AP that I have currently loaded. So I'm thinking, maybe switch to heat, and of course then he drives back But luckily I had enough of a slither to hit there. So now I'm thinking, well, where's the PL1 gonna be? Because one of them is spotted. I'm thinking, well, there must be something on the hill, right? There's always something camping on B5. So slowly but surely, with my camo up. The way Aaron's commander camo boost works, by the way, is that you have to stay 25 meters away from your friendlies. So there I find the cow, and the PL1 blind fired in. So now I'm thinking, well, I don't know where the 195 is, so I'm just gonna cap. Guess where the 195 is? Right there. That's minus 1,000. So I'm reversing for my life here. As you can see, the reverse speed is not bad or anything, but it's not great either. Spot the T15 as well. A little bit of assistance there. And at this point, yeah, the 195 is pushing me. So that means I'm gonna have to run. APS got a rocket from the T15. And I will actually, like there you see how close it is. The 195 claps the other 195. And I'm just running, hoping that the bushes will give me enough cover to not get spotted. That was my last smoke, by the way. No, I think it's more. I think it was my second to last. Yeah, it was my second to last, because I'm gonna use the last smoke to debate the 195. So what I'm doing here, I know I'm not spotted, is I smoke. So what he thinks is I'm going to continue in that direction. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the right here, using the bushes as foliage. Which means that he is actually gonna be side on to me. As you can see there. Which means I get one free shot. I tried to connect the second one as well, but I guess I didn't give it enough lead. There I load heat MP, and then that's an easy shot. From here I don't really think I do much more this game. I mean, I thought the AFT-10 was on that hill, but he gets spotted somewhere else. So yeah, in real life, I mean, the speed is very nice. This thing is very mobile, meaning that it's actually pretty easy to relocate as well. I missed my shot on the move there. And Leclerc is always gonna win that. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this PvP kind of content in the future. See ya.